Movie buffs of Reddit. What special effect totally looks like CGI, but was actually done practically? The scene in the Tim Burton version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory where they walk into a processing room with dozens of squirrels sorting nuts. Those are actual squirrels. Actually doing that. Burton hired animal handlers to train a bunch of squirrels from birth to sort nuts for that shot. You know the scary Bilbo scene in Fellowship of the Ring? That was a puppet. My first answer would be the animatronic T-Rex from the first Jurassic Park. At the time everyone was like, no way this is real. It's easy to forget that there were no computers used at all for Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Which means that not only is the live action and animation stunningly well blended, but the acting is incredibly good. Specifically, the Ink and Paint Club is full of trays and glasses being moved on wires. Rods and robotic arms on a stage that was raised 10 feet off the ground to accommodate puppeteers. Groundbreaking stuff, and it's never been bested since. I think a lot of James Bond stunts from back in the day. Like the ski jump in The Spy Who Lived Me. Done by a real stuntman. Not CGI. The scene in Terminator 2, Judgment Day where a helicopter flies under an overpass was not CGI. It was stunt performed by helicopter pilot Chuck Tamburo. The stunt was so dangerous that the film crew refused to film it. So James Cameron had to film the sequence himself. The Abyss was probably one of the heights of practical effects filmmaking. Everyone had to learn to dive. And spent hours in the water every day. Miniatures were made of basically everything. The sunken submarine set was literally a prop. The murky water rendered by smoke generators and the subs rendered in miniature moved on a rig. Even the aliens were real. There was shockingly little CGI in the film for as ambitious as it was. In Kingpin, https www.imdb.com/title/TT01167778/ Bill Murray actually bowled all 3 consecutive strikes. The crowd's reaction was real. https www.youtube.com/watch v = 3yndpkvywy0. Everything in 2001, A Space Odyssey. All of Bram Stoker's Dracula by Francis Ford Coppola. All the transformations. All the crazy uncanny valley shit in Dracula's castle. Everything was done practically with FX and layered screens and projectors. I mean, it doesn't look amazing, but that shot where Scott Pilgrim throws his package into the garbage without looking behind him, that was real. I think it took a long time to get the shot, but that was all him. The scene in Harry Potter where the owl crash lands on the dining table. The blocky shield effect in David Lynch's Dune were not done with CGI. They were rotoscoped onto the film frame by frame. In the beginning of Inception where Leonardo DiCaprio gets pushed in the bathtub to wake up, and in The Dream the building gets flooded with water too. That wasn't CGI. They just flooded the set. A lot of people knocked on the Star Wars prequels for using too much CGI. But in actuality they used a ton of practical models and miniatures. https www.film.com/532045/Star-Wars-prequels-miniatures/. In fact, they used more miniatures than the original trilogy. The Thing. 1982. https www.imdb.com/title/TT00847877/ ref_NV_senior_SRSG_0 and Aliens. 1986. https www.imdb.com/title/tt00906005/ ref_senior_SRSG_0 were the pinnacle of practical effects. CGI got better and so much cheaper. Few even try to use practical effects anymore. Lots of Christopher Nolan's films he tries to use practical effects as much as possible, so has made some huge moving sets such as the rotating docking scene from Interstellar. Blade Runner. https u2.be/p1jxmjmmj30. By far, this holds up better than any other non-CGI movie due to the way all the effects were done. They didn't use compositing, so you didn't have those floating edges that optical compositing would create. Sad story. The special effects in the 2011 prequel, The Thing, were largely practical effects. But then due to studio meddling they were painted over with CGI, making them look fake. It was one of the major criticisms of the film. So I guess it's a combination of both. The first Hellboy's monsters were practical costumes. Same with Hellboy and Abe Sapien.